Hello everyone and welcome back to Desert Sports YouTube channel, and today in this video I'm going to be previewing and giving my prediction for the 2026 NBA Finals, which starts tomorrow. So don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and let's get straight into it. So the NBA Finals kicks off tomorrow. It kicks off for me on a Thursday because I live in New Zealand, but in America it kicks off on a Wednesday. But so I'm just gonna be previewing it. It's the Spurs versus the Knicks. It's gonna be an absolute thrilling NBA Finals, and I'm just gonna preview the games and like my prediction and and how both teams made it to the final. So there's at least 5 games, but there's at least 4 games happening at least, and then game 5, 6, and 7 might happen, depends of it if it's close or not. But so game 1 starts tomorrow. So game 1 and game 2 is hosted by the Spurs. Game 3 and game 4 is hosted by the Knicks, and then game 5 is hosted by the Spurs. Game 6 is hosted by the Knicks, and game 7 the Spurs host game 7 if there is a game 7. But it's going to be interesting. So let's first look at how both teams made it to the finals. So Spurs roads to the finals. So basically, at the end of their regular season, they finished second on the Western Conference, and in round 1 of the playoffs, they won the series 4-1 against the Trailblazers. So it was a pretty comfortable series win for the Spurs. 4-1, they won that series against the Trailblazers. Then the next round was the conference semifinals. They were taking on the Timberwolves, and they won that series 4-2. So that series went to game 6. And then in the conference finals was Spurs versus Thunder, which this game went to game 7, but this was a tight series. But the Spurs winning game 7 to go through to the NBA Finals and win that series 4-3 against the Spurs. And now the Spurs are in the finals. So that's basically how the Spurs got to the finals. Now we move on to the Knicks. Now the Knicks, they finished 3rd in the Eastern Conference, and round 1 of the playoffs, they took on the Hawks, where they won the series 4-2. And then in the conference semifinals, they took on the 76ers, and they swept the 76ers in 4 games to win that series 4-0. Then they went into the conference finals against the Cavaliers, and they also swept the Cavs 4-0 in the series. So basically, the Knicks swept the conference semifinals and conference finals. So I think there's a good confidence going into for the Knicks as they sweep both. But it's time for NBA Finals. It kicks off tomorrow. Now it's time to go through my prediction. Now my prediction of who's going to be the 2026 NBA Final champions. I really want to say the Spurs win the NBA, but I feel like the Knicks have got it. The Knicks, they swept conference semifinals and conference finals. So my prediction is I really want the Spurs to win, but I don't think so it's going to happen. So I'm going to go Knicks in 6. So I think the New York Knicks are going to win the NBA. So I'm going to go Knicks in 6. I think the Spurs will give up a good fight, but I think they'll lose the series 4-2. And I think the 2026 NBA champions will be the New York Knicks. But anyway, comment down below who you think is going to win the 2026 NBA Finals. Smash the like button and subscribe if you're new for more NBA content. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.